As for the progress on the double resets, I've actually figured out a way to actually kind of consistently get them. As I say that, I mess up, but I've kind of figured out a way for me to get them kind of consistently, and now I'm at the point where I'm more or less trying to figure out what to do after I get the second reset. I wasn't even sure that I had the first one there. Now, it looks like I'm not really making very much progress right now, but I also have not played yet, and I just started playing as soon as I hit record. So I have not warmed up whatsoever. It probably would have been a good idea to warm up before recording. But that's alright. We don't need warm-ups. We'll just try to keep it. I actually got it. So, in terms of like a progress update or whatever, I've been practicing these almost every time I've gotten on for like the past week. I just really haven't recorded very much in terms of like a progress update or anything like that, because I didn't feel it was necessary to add in a progress update of me basically just doing that over and over again, because then it would have been like the same video twice, whereas now I'm actually kind of consistently hitting them more often. Now I'm just struggling with the part where I do something with the second reset. That's the difficult part that I'm really struggling with right now. I'm also struggling because I'm not used to, I guess in a way, I'm not used to talking to myself for recordings, or honestly streaming for that matter, but I feel like the more that I do it, the more I'm getting used to it. Honestly, I'm not even sure what to talk about during these things, because I'm still kind of new to it. Like I say I'm new to it, but I'm really not. I've been doing this for like 6 years, but I started out as like a skateboarding channel where all I had to do was basically just skateboard. So I didn't do very much other than just skate, whereas now I actually have to perform like live commentary as I struggle with video games. So it's definitely weird. My channel's gone through several like name changes. I think at least 2 or 3 possibly before it became what it is right now. So I mean, I don't know. I started out wanting to do like a skateboarding / gaming kind of channel, and personally I was gonna be the one that was doing the skateboarding, and I had a friend that was running the channel with me that was gonna do the gaming section of it, but I ended up quitting skating and I don't really talk to that friend anymore, so it's kind of just become like a solo thing. Honestly, it's weird to talk about because like it was so long ago. But yeah, it's definitely weird. A lot of my videos in the past were all skateboarding. Well, skateboarding, BMX, workout videos, a couple mobile phone games. You know, the weird stuff. Like, I honestly didn't think I knew where my channel was going at the time. Whereas now I'm kind of like more or less getting the hang of it. I probably should have done more with with making videos before streaming. Honestly, that probably would have helped a little bit, because trying to stream is awkward. It's definitely awkward because, like I said, I'm not used to talking to myself. I'm not used to having to talk to myself for a small amount of time until a viewer comes along and decides to have a conversation in chat. I'm just not used to it. I'm more or less used to just doing things and then not talking. Which is why I feel like my friend that ran the channel with me for a while probably would have helped the channel grow a little bit more, because he was able to do this better than me. I also kind of struggle when it comes to social situations, and this is honestly like no exception whatsoever. Like, people say that this is like really easy to do, and you know, it's really not. But for someone who's got like social anxiety, or I don't know, has problems socially, that it's just hard to find things to talk to people about and relate to people with. So a lot of my stories I don't find would be very interesting to people. So I tend to just keep them to myself, and I feel like I shouldn't, because nothing to do with like bottling up emotions or anything. It's more or less like I have to find like common ground with people with conversations, and it's really hard to do if you're not willing to talk about whatever's on your mind at the time, which is, I feel like, should also be really easy for me as well, because I have ADHD, and I can just talk about literally anything in any situation at all, because for some reason I'm weird like that. I can hop from a conversation about one thing to another almost like it's nothing. Oh, damn, I was so close. I feel like that's another reason why I'm like so naturally good at video games at times, is because of like constantly moving around, and video games are really good for that. Like, video games is like the controller being a jitter toy. It's like a jitter toy because I can move everything if I want to. There's buttons I can push. But then once you get good at a game, it becomes like a sequence of buttons, and it seems a lot more fun that way, a lot more controlled, a lot less like a jitter toy. Sometimes I'm bad. Sometimes I'm really bad at this game. I also tried adding a controller overlay. Yeah, it didn't happen. For some reason, it just doesn't like my PS5 controller and doesn't like to register. Like, it'll register the triggers, the bumpers, and stuff like that, but like when I'm pressing the top buttons, like triangle, circle, square, X, it mixes them around. So like the triangle button stays the same, it registers as triangle, but like square registers as X, X registers as circle, circle registers as square, and then for some reason when I back up like this, my right stick goes back to where it's supposed to be, because like for some reason this right here is how the controller overlay sees it, and then when I back up it does that. Well, it doesn't do that to my game, but that's more or less what the stick looks like. It's really weird, and I should probably go and check my other recording, because I think I have the overlay on, and I think maybe the buttons were mixed around and I didn't notice it. I definitely notice it now though. It's very very awkward, and I can't stop thinking about it. It's so weird to me that the overlay is like that right now. I love how in the beginning I hit a double reset, like not a good one by no means, but I hit one, and now I'm struggling again. And yesterday I was literally hitting them like back to back. Like I just don't understand. Like yesterday I was doing so good and I had no idea why I was doing so good, and then today I'm just off. I feel like once I get this down, that's gonna be like my signature, is that, just because I hit that so much more consistently than I do with the side or diagonal flips. I'll try. Yeah, I'm just really bad with the side flips. I just don't know how to position my car. And then when I do position my car right, I mess it up somehow. I really wanted to say fuck. And then I stopped myself. I don't know why. I swear, that's what I do. I don't know why I struggle so much with the side flips. I shouldn't, but I do. Like it shouldn't be that hard for me to side flip into the next reset, but it's literally for me the hardest thing in the world. I just don't know what to do. It's so dumb. Like I come up, I get the reset, I side flip, I go too far, and I don't understand it. I really don't. There's no like, I'll flip really early this time, boom, flip. I can't get the reset. I flipped as soon as I got the reset. Well, not literally as soon as I got it, but as soon as my car positioned back in a way where I could flip and stop, not really stop the flip, but there's just not much I can do with that. And I'm not understanding where I'm going wrong, because I see people all the time literally get like a touch here, get the reset, diagonal flip or side flip into it and get the reset with like no issues whatsoever, whereas I'm like struggling to do that. Like I don't understand how I'm struggling to do that, how I can hit it sometimes and not hit it like every time, because I can get the first reset consistently and then I just can't get the second like that. And when I do, it's the most like disgusting thing I've ever seen. Like, not in a good way. It's not disgusting as in like, oh yeah, that was really good. It's disgusting as in like, Jesus Christ, I couldn't have done it any worse. Like, I literally cannot do it any worse than I'm already doing it. First one. There, I got the second one that time. I don't understand what I'm doing. Like, I understand what I'm supposed to be doing. I just don't understand where I'm doing anything differently. Between doing this or doing this. Like, I don't see what I'm doing any differently. I really don't. If I knew what I was doing differently and knew how to change it, I would. And I really don't want to look up any tutorials because this is something that I kind of want to learn on my own. I don't know, that's just my feedback on it at the moment. I mean, I can hit my stall, it's just sometimes in the heat of the moment my car just flips. See? Double reset. I can do that. I can do those probably a lot easier than these rapid ones. But I'm gonna go for like a couple more attempts, and then I'm probably gonna end the recording because I'm not gonna sit here and do this all day. I would if it was something that I could get better at like overnight, but it's definitely not. This is something that I've got to work on over a course of probably like a couple weeks to a couple months, because it's a very precise mechanic. I see that, and I want to get good at it. I really do. So in a way, this is kind of a progress update. I'll probably upload the whole thing. Maybe not though. But I can tell you that I'm definitely hitting a lot more now than I was in that last recording session where I was actually live for a while. I've already hit 3 in the span of 20 minutes. Well, I think I've hit more than 3 in the past 20 minutes. Whereas the other one, it was like I hit 4 and there's 4 in 20 minutes. So I'm definitely doing a lot better. It doesn't take me as long to get the reset. Damn, I should have let go. But I say but a lot. I'm starting to notice. I say but a lot. I think it's just because I have no way of knowing how to transition into the next like conversation topic. Okay. Yeah, I'm good. Alright. Well, I think I'll end the recording there. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.